My name is Alicia Gonzalez. I'm an emergency medicine physician and medical director at Marion Regional Medical Center in Santa Maria, California. I'm also the host of a podcast called Real Talk, a program that creates a space for conversations to foster caregiver healing. I'm passionate about shifting the culture of medicine towards celebrating the human side of our clinical experience. In this tip, we'll peel back some of the layers that help reveal the humanity of caring for ourselves while going through some of our most challenging times. Nearly every caregiver that I know has had a day where they finish their shift, go to their car, and cry. We deal with other people's pain regularly, but how often do we confront our own pain that can emerge in the process of providing care? How often do we confide in a teammate after an unexpected patient death, or informing families of a life-changing diagnosis, or witnessing the impact of illness on a patient under our care? These experiences can produce what's called emotional memory, which can affect us profoundly in the moment and in the future. Emotional memory can manifest through avoidance of the initial trauma and re-experiencing the original emotions associated with that event. These memories are triggered through cued recalls, such as the anniversary of a loss, or when our senses are ignited with a specific aroma or sound, or based on a specific place. We have an important choice when these memories come flooding back. We can allow these emotional memories to haunt us for years, or we could use them to better manage our response to these difficult care experiences. Though emotional memory is powerful, there are approaches to manage our toughest moments to reduce the negative impact they can create. Number 1, acknowledge emotionally challenging moments. Each of us connects to patients and their families in some way, and when we help them through difficult treatments, diagnoses, or conversations, it affects us. In a sense, we go through what our patients go through and can experience what's known as secondary traumatic stress. Even if we don't spend time recognizing this, the effects still stick with us. These unmanaged difficult experiences can impact burnout rates, depression, substance use, and growing rates of PTSD among healthcare professionals. Acknowledging distressing events assists us in understanding and healing from the ripple effects of these dark experiences inherent in our healing profession. Number 2, find a healthy way to process emotional events and lean on others for support. In my podcast, Real Talk, guests share a story from their career that affected them as a human, not only as a clinician. Often, they end up revealing vivid memories of certain cases that left a significant emotional scar. The storyteller is usually the one most impacted by this process, and they're typically surprised at how strong certain emotions are embedded in their minds. Sharing stories of difficult care experiences with colleagues can help us to surface and process the emotions associated with these memories. Supportive conversations with others can enable us to experience the benefit of reclaiming the difficult emotion connected to an event and processing it with trusted colleagues. Number 3, remember that at the end of the day, you are a human first. Care teams carry a heavy weight. We see suffering all day, every day, and power through even when our tank is empty. Some think that we are emotionally invincible superheroes, but there's this expectation of holding it all together and being strong and not buckling under the waves of things that we see and experience. We can feel pressured to ignore our emotional responses for fear that we will appear inadequate. However, honesty and vulnerability about what's truly impacting us is essential to our durability, getting help, and feeling like we are not alone. We are human, and we need to allow ourselves to be that, and for the people around us to see that. Together, we can make it a priority to acknowledge the influence of emotional memory in our clinical life and to support each other, share our stories, and raise our hand for help if we need it. Your emotional memory Try This challenge is to look back over your career and choose one moment, a case, or an experience that changed you forever. This might be quite uncomfortable initially, but examining your emotional memory is the first step toward finding a way to heal. Ask yourself, what was I feeling in that moment? Rage? Sorrow? Fear? And what do I need to do to find a way to process this? Give yourself 5 minutes to try this in a quiet moment. And if you feel ready, share with us below your experience in unpacking emotional memory as a human and a healer. Thank you, and be well.